Welcome to footballgameplan.com, where football makes sense. I'm Memory Hunt, the Czar of the playbook, sitting here in my home office with another edition of Film Session with the Czar. And today, we're going to take a look at the quarterback quartet. That's Jameis Winston, Marcus Mariota, Braxton Miller, and Brett Huntley. But first, we're going to start this video series off by breaking down the game of the reigning Heisman Trophy winner, Jameis Winston.
Now, I chose the Wake Forest game because former head coach Jim Grobe always had tough defenses with the ability to pressure and create turnovers, and this was a great chance to see the growth in Winston, who at this point in the season was 8-0. A quarterback's timing is essential to being successful, and as a redshirt freshman, Winston showcased very good timing from the onset. You're going to see right here versus Wake Forest a timing route, a speed out versus an off corner, and the reason why timing is important here is because a late throw will result into a pick six because the cornerback is facing the quarterback and is in great position to jump the route. And this was an excellent job by Winston. We're going to freeze it right here, and as you can see, the back foot is planted and the ball is coming out on time. You want that placement to be a little bit better, but the timing is flawless, and you can see it better from the end zone cam. Shotgun, 1, 2, 3, boom, and throws a rope to the sideline. And keep in mind, that's from the far hash mark. Here's another look at his timing, hitting the tight end on a turn route with little room for error, and when the ball comes out on time, the linebacker right here in the play doesn't have enough time to respond and recover. And finally, this was a thing of beauty. Timing helped Winston put the deep safety in the bind, forcing him to declare early, and was able to place the ball perfectly over his head. And you see right here from the end zone cam, clean pocket, bought a few extra seconds with his eyes, and the result was a touchdown. Winston's pocket mobility was equally as impressive for a big guy. You'll see right here versus the blitz as Wake Forest sends 6, and actually Florida State will keep 7 in to pick it up, but as the pocket starts to break down, notice he didn't break outside like most young quarterbacks tend to do. He worked his way up into the pocket, keeping his eyes downfield to make a play. That's a great job by Winston. Again, stepping up, not panicking, knowing where he's at on the football field and completes the throw for a first down. It's easy for a guy with a strong arm just to fire everything in there, but to possess touch with the strong arm is what separates the good from great. And here late in the second quarter, Winston showcases both in the tiniest of windows. It's 3rd and 13, you're up 35-0, so I don't mind him taking a shot to the end zone. Wake is playing man-free, and as you can see, the inside slot at the top has a corner out. Now stop it right here. Winston is on the far hash and has to place his ball where the receiver doesn't break stride and where the free safety can't make a play. And the only place that would be the back corner. And that's a beautiful throw that requires both touch, accuracy, and also arm strength. Winston makes this throw. The receiver just drops it. Look at it from the end zone cam. Winston was on the 35-yard line, and factor in the angle, and I believe that's a 60-yard throw. That's what we call in football a bucket throw. Now, what Winston can get better is at seeing the field. You see here it's 3rd and 4 in the first quarter, and pre-snap, Wake is showing a 2-man under look, and at the snap of the ball, you're still going to see the same 2-man look. So let's just freeze it right here as they snap the football. Winston is now at the top of his drop with excellent protection up front. He's waiting for that tight end to clear on the out route to pick up the first down. But look at the top of the screen. The slot guy is breaking down the middle of the field, which holds the safety, and the split at the very top is breaking free down the sideline with the cornerback in bad position, and that's where the read and the coverage takes you as a quarterback. That's where he should have went with the football. Now, granted, they still get the first down, which is all you ask for as a coach, but they missed an opportunity potentially for 6 on that play. And as you can see, pre-snap, Winston checks it, but didn't go back to it once the ball was snapped. You want him to be a little bit more consistent with that this season. Later on in the game is another example. Wake Forest is sitting in quarters coverage designed to keep everything in front of them, and Winston has an opportunity to make a stick throw on a bang 8 by the tight end, but misses. Let's stop it right here. The tight end has made his cut to the post. The safety on the near hash is drifting the squeeze on that opposite post, and the cornerback that's on the tight end is still flat-footed, all of which means that there's a window for Winston to drop that football right in there, but he waits and tries to hit the back on the wheel route down the sideline, which isn't bad, but that's asking a lot from a running back, especially when there's a wide-open crosser clearing right in front of you. Now, from the end zone cam, you'll get a better view of that bang 8 window, so let's just freeze it right here. You see Winston is holding the safety with his eyes, and that's more than enough time to get rid of the football. Now let's run it a little bit, and you see again the clearing crosser right in front of his face as well. And what I came away most impressed with Jameis Winston was his understanding of the situation as a redshirt freshman in his first year of starting. 2-minute drill here. He executes flawlessly. The ball is coming out on time, going to the right reads, working the sidelines, and he's showing off the arm and the velocity here as well. And it culminates with a beautiful throw here to the fullback for the touchdown. didn't have to break stride at all, and that's all you can ask for as a coach, managing the situation, keeping the chains moving, and finishing it off by putting points on the board. So you can see why a lot of people are high on Jameis Winston entering the 2014 season. He put together impressive tape for a redshirt freshman, displaying senior level skills, and if he continues on this trajectory, the future is definitely bright, not only for himself, but also for the Florida State Seminoles. And stay tuned for part 2 of our quarterback quartet series entering the 2014 season as we break down the game of Ohio State's quarterback Braxton Miller.